in the vocational training system. There are about 40 colleges and secondary schools providing courses in the fields and occupations of logistics, with an annual training scale of about 10,000 people. Compared with the demand for human resources at present and in the future of logistic industry, the scale of human resource training in logistic industry in the field of vocational education only meets a small part of the demand. Therefore, the problem of how to improve the quality of human resources in this industry is very urgent. Since 2017, the Oxford Skills Program has supported the improvement of quality of logistics trainers through training courses with the support of senior instructors from Australia. So far, these training courses have been very successful and have brought about positive results, contributing to the development of human resources in the logistics industry in Vietnam. Hello everyone and welcome to Sharing Vietnam on VTC10 channel. On today's program, we will meet two senior lecturers from the Oxford Skills Program. They will share impressions with Vietnamese teachers and their efforts to improve the quality of lectures in the logistic industry. Please welcome Mr. Wayne Striplin and Mrs. Lou De Castro Myles. Thank you so much for joining our program today.
Hello VTC10 Net Viet. Thank you and your viewers for having us on the show.
Hello BTC10 Net Viet audience. Thank you for inviting me in the program.
As a teacher who has been attached to Oxford Skills projects and has had a lot of contact with Vietnamese lecturers, what is your impression of them?
The teachers and lecturers have worked very hard to adapt to the competency-based training and assessment models that we have presented. Their can-do attitude was a credit to them, their education institutions, and Vietnam. It's difficult to pivot away from the traditional style of education. The fast pace of the global economy requires your trainers and assessors to adapt and adjust their curriculum and teaching style to address the needs of the industry.
Mrs. Lou, what about you?
Vietnamese teachers and lecturers are very keen learners. Over the last 2 years, I have had the opportunity to facilitate their professional development so that they can deliver quality training programs. They work very hard. They are able to achieve their learning goals and are very grateful for the opportunity to work with me and with each other. In my observation, they need to work on their time management, concept of operational planning, and in prioritizing tasks.
Logistic industry is a new industry in Vietnam, so it's undeniable that lecturers are still in weak in training. Specifically, can you share about the weaknesses as well as the difficulties that the lecturers of this industry in Vietnam are facing?
The challenges they are facing is the lack of experience in the logistics industry and understanding the skills and knowledge required by the logistics industry. The trainers and lecturers in Australia are required to have extensive history and background in the logistics industry before they can train in it. As Vietnam trainers and assessors continue to collaborate and work with industry and participate in industry release or spend time on location, they will acquire their underpinning knowledge and skill.
Change is a constant, and we face challenges as we face change. These include the impact of COVID-19 pandemic to new participants in the labor market. The competitive advantage enterprises need to capture to be viable. The increasing disadvantages that vulnerable people in our communities continue to experience, and the need to ensure environmental sustainability in our social and economic activities. One end game we aspire is to ensure that we are building the skills of our students so that they become attractive to employers, as well as positively contribute to our society.
In recent years, you and strategists have supported the lecturers to improve the training capacity through what methods?
We hosted train-the-trainer sessions that incorporated theory and practical training. We also created simulated warehouse environments and visited logistics enterprises in Vietnam to validate the training. For example, one course that was part of the pilot program was to operate a forklift. We trained the Vietnamese trainers to operate a forklift safely. And from this experience, they were able to design a course of instruction for Vietnam because they had first-hand experience and knowledge on the subject.
Mrs. Lou, how do you think about this?
The vocational education training workforce are primarily comprised of the teachers and the people who support them. Investment to training infrastructure requires a planned approach that deliberately considers how that infrastructure is used in a training context. Teachers need to know how to use a training equipment, how to design and navigate a simulation facility, how to develop relevant materials to support students' learning.
Earlier this November, the closing ceremony of Building Learning Materials CBLG course based on Performance-Based Training Method CBTA for logistics occupations took place in Ho Chi Minh City. The course consists of 17 trainees who are lecturers from intermediate schools, colleges, and Vietnam Logistics Consulting Association.
Chúng tôi đã thấy được rằng là nó sẽ rất là hữu ích và nó rất là phù hợp, và đồng thời nó sẽ giúp cho cái năng lực của người giáo viên được nâng lên rõ rệt. Ở cái chỗ đó là chúng tôi có một cái chuẩn để chúng tôi dựa vào đó. Rồi từ cái chuẩn, khi chúng tôi dựa vào đó rồi chúng tôi biết được rằng là cái mô tả nghề nghiệp này nó đòi hỏi là những cái kiến thức gì, kỹ năng gì và cái thái độ trách nhiệm của mỗi người học viên cần đạt được là gì. Thế thì từ những cái chuẩn đó chúng tôi bắt đầu khảo sát cái nhu cầu cũng như là năng lực của người học để xây dựng ra một bộ tài liệu phù hợp với cả những cái đối tượng là người học.
Về các giảng viên, các chuyên gia như là cô Lou, thầy Wayne và anh Việt thì những cái chuyên gia này rất là tâm huyết, rất là có kiến thức nền rất là vững, rồi truyền đạt cho giáo viên rất là nhiều cái kinh nghiệm thực tế, và mà trong đó là cảm thấy là những chuyên gia này giống như là những cái người đầu tàu để dẫn dắt mình để mình có thể hoàn thành tốt cái công việc giảng dạy sau này.
Hiện nay để mà nâng cao cái chất lượng cho đội ngũ giảng viên thì ở trường cũng đã tổ chức các cái hoạt động để cho các cái giảng viên tham gia, như là các cái hội thảo, những cái báo cáo chuyên đề, và thậm chí rằng là giảng viên còn được đi thực tập trải nghiệm tại các cái doanh nghiệp. Và sau đó thì nhà trường cũng sau khi mà thực tập trải nghiệm thì các cái giảng viên cũng sẽ ngồi lại để mà chia sẻ, để mà trao đổi thảo luận, để từ đó đưa ra được những cái hướng để mà cho cái việc giảng dạy nó được tốt hơn.
Qua gần 3 năm triển khai thì như chị thấy hôm nay đó là có một cái bước tiến rất dài. Các giảng viên của các trường nghề đã năng động hơn rất nhiều khi các anh các chị được chương trình hỗ trợ, được các cái đối tác liên quan như là Hiệp hội VLA này, Phòng Thương mại Công nghiệp Việt Nam, VCCI cũng như các doanh nghiệp hỗ trợ để đưa giáo viên tới tham quan thực tế, tìm hiểu về thị trường lao động, tìm hiểu về cái nhu cầu của doanh nghiệp đối với cái chất lượng nguồn nhân lực.
The work shared by trainers and stakeholders are probably not enough with contributions of the OS4 Skills Program for Vietnam. There is a long development path ahead. It is hoped that when the quality of lecturers is improved, the facilities for training are invested, the human resources of the logistic industry will increasingly meet the needs of the labor market. Many opinions suggest that organizing training courses forums for trainers to meet together, exchange information, and share experiences is the right thing to do. Do you share anything about these methods?
Those methods are all very good and are needed, but they need to be ongoing and appropriately planned and resourced. Those activities require people to coordinate them. They also need money and resources to make them happen. The idea that I raised previously about community of practice needs to be unpacked, and the elements are there to activate this in Vietnam. Organizing requires every teacher to be awake and take responsibility to lead their own professional development. This is not about waiting for someone to do it for you. You need to get into the growth mindset and start thinking about doing it yourself.
Mr. Wayne, how do you think about this?
I think it's a great idea. As we continue to collaborate and share information, ideas, and our success stories, this can only strengthen the international relationship and provide a valuable platform going forward. We are open to having discussions with the education institution, enterprises, or we can arrange a study tour to Australia in the near future.
November 20 is the day honoring teachers in Vietnam. So, do you want to send any special wishes to the lecturers in general and the lecturers in the logistics industry in particular?
We wish all the teachers and lecturers in Vietnam a happy Teachers' Day, and we hope you find comfort in knowing that you are providing a great platform to present future leaders for your country. As you continue to look for world's leading thinking to advance the workforce development in Vietnam, we extend an invitation to assist and help Vietnam with opportunities to improve. Well done, and all the best on your special day.
Thank you, Mr. Wayne. What about Mrs. Lou?
On the occasion of National Teachers' Day in Vietnam, I acknowledge and recognize all teachers across all the education sectors. Whether you're coming from elementary, secondary, tertiary, and postgraduate education sector. Thank you for all that you do in transferring knowledge, in developing skills, and in nurturing hearts and minds.
In the future, will you continue to work with the support of logistics lecturers in Vietnam?
100%. Our aim is to assist Vietnam move forward with competency-based training and assessment. When the effects of COVID-19 have subsided, we look forward to traveling back to Vietnam and continuing and adding to the work to assist in competency-based training in logistics. We will also welcome students from Vietnam to come live, work, and study in Australia. We look forward to the next chapter. It has been our honor to do so.
In the future, I am committed to assist in any way I can. I would like to continue what we have started and work with my Australian and Vietnamese counterparts to support capacity building in the vocational education and training sector and in the logistics industry in Vietnam. We have achieved so much in the short time that we worked together. I hope you had the opportunity to learn something new or something different that makes your work easier or makes your efforts worthwhile.
Thank you to VTC10 Net Viet for your coverage of this story, and see you next time. Come on.
Thank you, VTC10 Net Viet audience.
Once again, thank you, Mr. Wayne and Mrs. Lou, for your valuable insights today. And on this occasion, we, VTC10 Net Viet, would like to send our warmest wishes to all of our dear teachers in Vietnam. We wish you joy, happiness, prosperity to continue the journey of inspiring and teaching students. Happy Vietnamese Teachers' Day. Once again, thank you so much for watching and hope to see you next time. Goodbye.